In shonen anime, people love to make discussions such as who are the strongest characters in the show, who can beat who is smarter, which abilities are the strongest. These debates turn into heated arguments, especially with keyboard warriors on the internet. Some abilities and transformations are so iconic that even the most uninterested anime fans would know them. However, in this video, I will be talking about the most overpowered jutsus in Naruto universe. Now, before we begin, I need to clarify what makes a jutsu overpowered. Everyone in Naruto have their own chakra capacity. Jutsus that use less chakra are weaker. Jutsus that use more chakra are stronger. Some jutsus use low amount of chakra, but are very useful, like the substitution jutsu, clone jutsu, Rasengan, headhunter jutsu, etc. However, there are jutsus that are so good, but when they're used, the caster isn't even out of breath. Number 1, Kamui. None of you would have guessed this one. Y'all would think Kamui is very powerful. Top 10 maybe. But y'all don't realize something. How many times did Obito use this ability in the show? In the show, probably 30 times easy. Not to mention how many times he used it off camera. We learned from Itachi that if someone uses the Mangekyo Sharingan excessively, they slowly lose vision and in the end go blind. This dude Obito had 20/20 vision the whole time. Right before his death, his eyes were perfectly normal. Kamui is one of the most useful abilities in the show. You can avoid almost any ability with it, teleport with it, go in the other dimension, nobody can touch you. If you're losing a fight, boop, see ya. They that are trying to kill you with C0, boop, see ya. Guy opens 8 gates, boop, see ya. Iris knocking on your door, boop, see ya. You might as well pack your bags and move in the other dimension, cause ain't no one living there. Bring a doctor, surgeon, and a couple nurses and you're set. Number 2, Rinnegan. Or most notably, Pretapath, aka Chakra Absorption. I mean, just look at this. He is soloing both Naruto and Killer Bee in their tail beast form. The fact that Rinnegan has so many powers and Nagato isn't even breaking a sweat. I mean, how can he break a sweat? If he drains his chakra, he can just replenish it by absorbing it. Rinnegan can pull you in, push you back, blow you up with rockets, summon animals to eat you, crush you with a planet, or a meteor, take your chakra, take your soul, kill you, and then bring you back to life. What makes it so broken, even after all that, Nagato still had enough energy to revive an entire village. He killed them all, now he's gonna bring them back. Number 3. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. This is not really a jutsu, it's much worse. This is like Kamui, but 10 times worse. Mangekyo Sharingans were the most balanced abilities in the entire show. They were powerful, however very limited, and you gotta kill your best friend to get it. If you use it too many times, you just go blind. But now, if you get another pair of Sharingan eyes, you can just combine them, get your vision back, and now there are no drawbacks. Now that's some bullshit. With Mangekyo, you were Hokage level easy, but now you're a god demon of destruction level. Nobody can fuck with you. Literally, the only way to stop an internal Mangekyo Sharingan is with another eternal Mangekyo Sharingan or a Senju. Number 4. C4. Deidara is dangerous. People think because he lost to Sasuke early in the show he is nothing special, but put Deidara against anyone without Sharingan and he eating them alive. For those of you who don't remember, let me just remind you what C4 jutsu does. Deidara creates a giant copy of himself that he detonates. However, the explosion is not a kaboom, it's more like a balloon blowing up. Basically, the clay copy is consistent of millions of tiny microscopic bombs that scatter when it explodes. Those bombs, invisible to the naked eye, travel to the nearest creature, attach themselves to the body inside and outside, and then starts blowing up. When all those microscopic bombs start exploding, they destroy the victim's cells, and to the naked eye, it looked like the person is disintegrating out of thin air. Unless you're fast enough to avoid the explosion, like for example Minato or Obito, then you're fucked. And if C4 doesn't kill you, then he'll just blow himself up and take you with him. I mean, I'm sure he'd do it. He looked really happy when he did it versus Sasuke. And in the last spot, we got Toad Mouth Trap. Remember when Itachi and Kisame came to capture Naruto back when he was just a kid? He almost got captured. Sasuke tried to do something, but Itachi gave him an ass whooping. And when all seemed lost, guess who showed up? The perviest of the pervy sages, the legendariest of the legendary Sanin, one of the baddest people in the show. That motherfucker Jiraiya. He used the toad mouth trap and captured two of the most dangerous characters in the show, single-handedly. The only way they were able to escape the toad mouth is with Amaterasu, the black flame that can never be extinguished. Jiraiya was using the ability many times during his fight with Pain, and the only reason he was able to kill three of them is because of that jutsu. Being able to trap someone in your own dimension almost in an instant is wild, and he used it multiple times without getting tired. The quickness, low chakra requirement, and effectiveness of the jutsu is what gives it a spot in the top 5. It is overpowered. And that's it for this list. I wasn't sure what other jutsus would be a good contender for this list. I was trying to be very specific with the requirements. A lot of strong jutsus in the show usually require either a lot of time, preparation, or chakra to execute. However, all these jutsus I listed are broken. See you next time!